What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title that had some pretty slick animation inside of it. I was really impressed by the fidelity of the assets. It's a game called The Road of Dust and Sorrow. And from what I understand, it's a side-scrolling version of Resident Evil. It's a zombie apocalypse survival game where you are a mother and a child inside of an RV traveling to different locations to try to scavenge and craft what you can in order to make it a little bit further. You know me, I hear the word zombie, my ears perk up, and I think to myself, well, it's right about time to make myself a video, so I figured I would. Today we're going to be diving on into this demo blind and playing for about 30 minutes. Around the time we get to the end, I'll do my best to give you my thoughts about what the game's doing right, what the game's doing wrong, what I like and what I don't like about it, and hopefully we'll come to a consensus as to whether or not this deserves a spot on your hallowed wish list. So if you wanted to check this game out, this is a publicly available demo that anybody can get their hands on. You can take a look down below, and it'll be in there. On top of that, you can also take a look down there and find a bunch of other Nerd Castle links, just in case you wanted to give them the old spicy click. But let's go ahead and start off a new game. So it looks like I now have control of my character. I don't think we can truck on over to the right. It looks like the dock ends over on that side. So I'm going to move to the left real quick, and we'll just see what we find around. Doesn't look like I have any weapons or any other interactives I can do right now, so maybe we'll just check out the door. My baby! What have they done to you? Oh, so you're alone now? It's for the best. I knew you couldn't take care of her. I did. How many people do you have to kill? It wasn't my fault. Get out of my face! Okay, fairly grisly, just right here off the rip as we come out of the starting gate. I guess I'll go down into the sewer hatch. Oh, there's like a society down here. So little time left. Hey, it's you. I could have at least said sorry. He would have gotten to you anyways. You didn't know that. And you still hurt us so much. I didn't mean to. It was necessary. I get the feeling we're about to get booted out of this colony for just being hard as hell. We're about to get that old Rick treatment where we end up getting, like, booted out of every single town that we end up living in. We shouldn't have trusted her. You led them to us, murderer. Anyone who sees her, stay away. She's a greedy murderer. So many people died. It's all your fault. Mom, help me! Here! Mom, please! Still not ready to repent, are you? All these sins, and you've still lost. Kitty! So you're saying people lived that high? Yep, in the cities. There were much taller buildings. What did you call them? Skyscrapers, honey. I'd love to be a skyscraper and draw everything that I see. No. Skyscrapers are buildings, and the people are inside of them? Did they have a name? Just residents. Boring. I'd call them sky highers. Well, people getting sky high on fairy dust is exactly what drove us out of the cities. Oh, I didn't know what it meant. Got it. We can go now. Mom, please just a little more. We gotta move. Can we come back later? I'll take my notebook. We'll see. You always say that, and then nothing happens. Safety first. Come on. Is there anything I can loot around here? Can I touch that bird right there? I do like that it actually reacted to me trying to walk over and touch it. Let's go through this door. I want to take this. It's just old propaganda. A birthday cake. It must have been so cool. Trust me, you wouldn't have wanted to have tasted it. Those were fairy dust tubes, remember? It's just the picture. Also, I could draw on the back of it. Nah, it looks like it's stuck to the wall. I promise I'll get you some more notebooks. All right. Oh, I have a gun. Okay, draw speed leaves a little bit to be desired, but like, yeah, we gotta learn to wheel a little bit harder on that one right there. We gotta get some practice in. Had to fiddle with the mouse sensitivity. It was like way too sensitive. Like, they've got a weird thing going on with the mouse sensitivity right now where every single thing but one is too much sensitivity, and the setting of 1 is not enough sensitivity. So I'm guessing there's like a linear logarithmic problem right there with the way that they've got it set up. All right, let's just keep... Oh, she ducks when you point the gun at her. Exactly. That's what I want my child to do when I point a gun at them. They should duck. Let's see over here. That's raising kids like my mom did. What's inside of here? 1 scrap? Anything useful? Just a few things. Are there any other searchable locations around here? Now that you got me looting, man, you've got me addicted. Now I gotta look around everywhere for anything I can possibly take with me. Look! It's a kitty! No, back off. It could have rabies. Seems normal to me. Meow. Look, he's asking for help. Mr. Who? Scat, we don't have time. Maybe he needs a home. Honey, don't we all? We can't help every living thing. Okay, so it's got to be that kind of universe. A stray cat's a bad sign, means there's people nearby. You mean bad people? Like those who tried to mug us on the highway, and you got enough presents for today. Attention, make it work or make do. Okay, so for different stuff, we can end up making ourselves weapons. What do I have inside my inventory right now? What do we got here? Reagents? That'll work. I'll take anything useful. If you can feel their breath, you waited too long. Throw your weight on into it and shove them back. In close quarters, grab something heavy and hit them with everything you've got. Flesh fails, but wood and steel endure. Keep your distance and hold the line. Yeah, I think I saw a recipe here. If we take, like, scraps and that right there, it'll make something. Did it make ammo? I don't know what it made. Yeah, it looks like it made bullets. All right, reload the magazine real fast. And the good news is, drop magazine doesn't really cost us anything. Like, we don't lose the ammo that's left inside the container. So that'll work out okay. Check to the left real fast. Just make sure they didn't squirrel anything away on that side. Is that the plant? Whoa, stay where you are. But you said it couldn't grow like that. It couldn't. Seems like it mutated. The berries on this one are just much bigger. What do we do? Same old thing. We smoosh it. There we go. Smoosh that bad boy. Filthy weed. Ew. Isn't the juice dangerous? As long as it doesn't get in your mouth. Yeah, I wasn't planning on crushing it with my face, so I think that'll work out. And I'm not a big fan of licking boots either. So I think we're safe along both ends unless we got some splatter going. Gotta get one of those medical face shields. Can I please go with you? Out of the question. You know what the plant means? Dusters? Exactly. You always say they could be out there, and then we never see any. Honey, we haven't seen a gene crop in months. Please, it's my birthday. And you're really pushing it. You gotta stay here. Come on, get in. Alright, maybe I should I check this place for anything that's useful? Maybe draw a huge berry plant or something. Maybe I'll draw you with a big key to lock me up forever. Kid, I wish you were joking. Hey, you there? Catherine. Rashid, do you read? Copy, copy. You got the converter? Roger that. What's the next step? Find the key cards, apply the converter, and then open the vault. Wait. How many key cards? A couple. The guys I sent already had them. Just find their stuff. So if I get the thing, the one inside the vault, we have a deal? Absolutely. Should be easy. Saw a gene crop here. Really? Might be some surprises. You'll manage. As always, good luck. Over and out. Stay here. I mean it. Under no circumstances. Yeah. I'll be back before dark. We're not going to be back before dark, are we? Will you wish me luck? There's no luck, Mom. Just preparation. That's what you always say. Yeah, you got me there. All right. Well, let's head on down the road and see what we can find. So there's a Dust Tech Warehouse 13. There's a door back on that side, but it's locked. Probably a loop back for later would be my guess. And let's see if we can get inside of here. Oh, yeah. I knew it. We got a zombie on this side. Luckily enough, zombie went down quick. Shouldn't be any tubes for you in there. Reload real fast. Give me a couple more rounds just in case we start having a few more problems. We're going to want to put together a melee weapon pretty soon. That way I'm not always leaning on my supplies. There's a poster right here. Yeah, I already knew about that. A drawer. Anything in it? Doesn't look like there's anything inside of it. They're banging on that door, which means probably human beings were inside there. Your hands doomed the world. Scraps and 9mm rounds. I can live with that. 9mm rounds is good. Do I need to reload or anything right now? All right, let's head onto here. Have a look around. Just kind of see what we got going. Good, they reversed the walk cycle when you're walking backwards versus walking forwards. You would be shocked how many games forget just to add that tiny little detail right there. It means that I gotta check for it whenever I play a game like this. Rusty door on that side. Locker over here. Looks like we got some reagents and some bindings. What kind of stuff can I whip together here? So with reagents, or I guess with scraps and bindings, I can make a cudgel. That's a good idea. I would say to go ahead and do that. Yeah, and it looks like I can actually throw down in melee now. I do like the little blur lines that they put on the weapon right there. Makes it feel a little bit more natural, like it's moving with some speed. Rusty door that's locked. We don't need an electrical component to get into a rusty door, I don't think. We're going to need, like, a crowbar or something else. Several local farmers have voiced concerns over Dustech's campaign to replace all traditional fields with gene crops for swifter fairy dust production. At a rally outside the county courthouse, they called the new plants unnatural and warned the government against betting the state's food supply on them. We planted those bushes, said farmer Cliff Hargrove of Red Willow. Each time they came up different, some twisted, some oozing slime. That's an abomination. Dustech founder Aaron Dust dismissed the protests in a press statement. Progress is always met with resistance from those unwilling to adapt. The truth is simple. Gene crops can feed millions. While a few backward voices cling to the past, we are building the future. Yeah, hit him with the PR speech. That'll work. Pitted key on that side. It doesn't look like we can loot anything else on this side, so that's probably what's going to get us through the door. Oh boy, zombies everywhere. Okay, I'm just going to blow his head off. Is he actually down? Just give him another one. I'm going to run up on him. There we go. How many of you are there? So how bad was the durability drain on that? Is it actually, I only get like 5 swings of a baseball bat before it breaks? That's going to be quite a bit too limited. I would like multiply that out by quite a bit. I don't know, dude, it's a baseball bat. Probably shouldn't break altogether that easily. I've had a lot of Louisville Sluggers in my life. I've been a baseball player for most of my life. Baseball bats, pretty sturdy. Got a bandage and 2 9mm rounds in there. Give him a fast reload. There's a metal box on this side. Nothing inside of it. It looks like we can move this locker to get into the factory. I don't think there's any going back now that we jumped in here. Oh, is that the gate loop back right there? It is. Hell yeah. Metal can add some scraps and reagents for us. Can that make more ammo? It'll make 6 more bullets. 6 more bullets is good. We got ourselves like 2 full magazines at this point. Almost 2 full magazines. I know how to do math. But I can't say anything with any real specificity on the internet because then people on the internet love correcting you even when you're just sort of generalizing or just sort of rounding upwards, man. They love it. They love it so much. They leap at the opportunity, positively drooling on themselves. What's up, boy? Yeah, you can go to sleep. I don't care about you. Oof. Okay. We good here? How busted up is my bat from that? It takes you 1 for each one that you go through. For realism's sake, I would strongly recommend changing that around. Just me personally. Looks like the battery's missing. Rashid's guys left a mess. Okay, reload the gun real quick. Bindings and scraps. Luckily, it doesn't seem like we're going to be crazy short on stuff in order to keep ourselves equipped. I'll make that. And then, I don't know if we go binding, spike, cudgel, or we can make a bandage. Let's make a backup club. Oh, it just replaces the previous one? I thought I could have, like, multiples in my inventory. Okay, so it just, like, repairs one of your fundamental pieces of equipment when you do that. Gotcha. There's a drawer right here, but nothing inside of it. Battery's missing from the forklift, so we're gonna have to find said battery before we can go any further. Is anything here, like, interactable or climbable? Doesn't look like it. That's not going to open. They tried to get into the vault too. Yeah, that's not going to open without the forklift. Would be my estimate. I think we're going to have to go down the stairs. I don't want to, but it looks like it's going to be... Oh, they block with their arms. Cool detail. Got to have a little bit of reaction speed. I think he's down. I do like that gunshot sound right there, though. It's got, like, punch. It sounds good. There's a ladder that'll take me up to the top level. Drawer, nothing. Nothing over there. Oh, I see what we're playing around with. All right, so you can, like, reload that over there. Too loud. Yeah. May end up with a problem here. Scraps and reagents. Lots of zombies. I would prefer to have something that resembles... So it looks like if you take them down from behind, they actually die faster. Doesn't use up as many charges of your baseball bat. I don't know if I can sneak. You fully down? Alright, what's that handle do? Okay, opens up the gateway on that side. I'm still, like, vaguely trying to keep track of where I'm at inside the game world. And so I don't want to get too wild and crazy about not exploring every single platform and area we end up inside of. There's a door on that side that takes us somewhere. Guns reloaded. Baseball bat only has one swipe left on it. Let's go for bindings. Well, I have a bandage. Yeah, use the bandage on myself. Nice animation right there. Love to see it. Good stuff. Exactly what I was looking for with a title like this. Let's carry on to the right. I do feel like movement speed is a little bit slow, and it's a little bit slidey. However, when playing around with movement like that right there, it does have like a kick-stop slide when you go in between, which has a nice weight to it. So I think like movement speed could go up by like 7 to 10% on both like the walk cycle and also on the run cycle, and it would feel a little bit better. This is the place. I hope this stuff is still operable. Okay, so if that's the actual ultimate objective, let's go search the optional area first. I have now determined, I don't know if you guys do that when you play games, but I always do that when I play games. I try to find the main objective, then I go back and hit everything else once I know what direction doesn't need to be searched. What's going on with this over here? There's definitely something in here. Let's check the down ladder real quick. It's kind of dark, though. I can't see a thing. Okay, so we're going to pull out a flashlight first. I think narrative determinism is taking over right now, and I think we have to do this part of the mission. Okay, so we've got 4 key cards. One of them's already slotted in with a flip chart on this side. It looks like they were trying to permute their way through it and figure out what goes where. And so for the blue light, you need a green key card. Purple does not go in B. They don't know what goes in C. And so D is a blue key card, but they hadn't tested it yet, maybe? I suppose it all depends on my interpretation if I'm reading that correctly. There's a switch. I got the electrical component, so put that in. Wow. It's working. Okay, well, now that we got it up and running, take that out. Okay, so this is the thing. I need 3 more. So green goes inside of here because they already verified that and figured it out. And then we got to go find all the rest. That's more than likely just to activate the door. Drawer over here, we got reagents and bindings. So you decided to dump me or what? I spent 3 days fixing this shitty old lock and you haven't fetched those key cards for a week? Really? I get that those idiots hit them in all sorts of garbage to guard Dust-Tech's dirty secrets, but man, I told Rashid I'm only in for the lock thing. Absolutely no messing around in those ruins. So I'll be heading out now. Never working with you or him again. I'll find my own way into the sanctuary. Cheers. Oh, so we're doing this for admittance to society. Like, we're trying to find a place to live. We're a wanderer right now. And so they gave us an impossible John Wick task in order to determine if we're worthy. Dicks. All right, that's out of the way. A little something, something right there. Door on that side. Newspaper. I'm probably going to skip further, like, random lore reading. I can already tell they're kind of building up the universe, and that's a good thing. But we've got limited minutes right now to show off the game. Interesting. So what's the forklift for then? Forklift's got maybe to get me up to the upper level. Oh, it's not a forklift, it's a ladder. It's like a Big Joe that has an extendo ladder on top of it. I can't imagine who would actually contract out purchasing one of those when you could just buy an extending ladder, but hey, maybe that's just me. Solutionism, man. It exists everywhere in the world we dwell in. Big scary red door. You got anything to worry about back here? I don't know if I should, like, smash out some more ammo. I think I will. Allow repeat crafting, by the way. So, like, it should stay on the reagent over here, and I should be able to just, like, slam out repeat craftings. Make another bandage, just so that we got it. And then my baseball bat's only got one swing left, so we'll fix that real fast. And let's head this way. I'm feeling somewhat confident on ammo right now. Baseball bat's feeling okay. Jump over that. Yeah, it's probably not great. 1, 2. I think if you clack them right between the eyes, it tends to drop them a little quicker. Or if you just don't wing the shot off into the middle of the forest. Can I turn this thing off? 9mm rounds. That one's blocked up. It looks like sometimes you get like a critical hit and it drops them in one shot too. Get the trunk real fast before any more of them come. There's definitely something in here, but I need to open it with a key. Key? You around here? Alright, so I got the battery. I can drop the battery as well. I would recommend putting an aura or a glow around it, just in case the player has to desperately drop it at some point. There's a lot of foreground objects inside your very beautiful game, but things that fall behind that foreground and they have kind of mundane colors like a battery, you know. You're going to want to make it have an ever so slight glow or maybe like a blue line that comes up from it. Got it. Yeah, it's a car battery. They tend to be heavy. Okay, buddy. Let's do this thing. Let's dance, Chief. Looks like there's different death animations, too, depending. I'm sort of curious about what's going to happen if I shoot him in the legs or something like that. Is there going to be a distinct animation for that, too? But that having been said, I don't want to waste the ammo to test it out. Another one bites the dust. Loving the animation of the game right now. Just absolutely gorgeous. You love to see this amount of work and polish put into the visual aspects of a game. It's one of those things that tends to get left by the wayside a lot of the time due to budgetary constraints. Is she going to want that poster? This is our reality. Somebody that's a little bit of an optimist, huh? Bindings right there. Nothing in the drawer. Looks like maybe a helicopter crashed through the roof or something. Where's this trying to take me to? Hey, flashlight. I can access new areas. Working flashlight. That'll work. I'll take it. Bindings and reagents. And then only 2. Oh, we got the blue key card. Nice. All right, that'll work. Nothing in the drawer on that side. Command says they're not people anymore. Orders were as before to strafe the fields and take out anything moving inside of them. But that last time I saw their faces right before I pulled the trigger, they looked scared. They still look human. I signed up to protect people, not mow them down in rows like crops. I can't do this. Maybe I'll just make a pass at low altitude and scare them off. That's about all I can live with. If I fail, tell my family I tried to do the right thing. Lieutenant M. Hayes. I guess it's open to interpretation whether or not... Oh, God. All right, whoop that guy. Take him down if you can. He didn't get back up. Good. I like it when they don't get back up. Anything else gonna fall through the ceiling while I'm moving through here? Yeah, whoop that one's ass real quick. And then my baseball bat's about to break. So we're at the fallback on bullets right there. Luckily, this lady's a dead-eyed psycho who hits him right between the eyes. It's so nice to have a video game character that competently aims. Can I just tell you how much I appreciate that clearly our character has been surviving in this universe for an extended amount of time. She is clearly trained with this pistol. What a lot of games do is they put randomized spread on the shot. I hate that. I can't stand that. I love it when a game gives me a fully competent character that can hit the marks that I'm setting out there. That's the good stuff. So with the blue key card right now, there was a couple... Did this go back to where I wanted to be at? I don't recall. Also, what do I have in my inventory right now? I can make another batch of bullets. I'm definitely going to do that. I can fix my baseball bat. And that looks about all we can do for right now. But with the flashlight, can I climb back through the window right there? I think I got to go back through the front. Or maybe it was down the stairs on the right. I think that's what it was. I had to go through here. I don't know if I have a map or anything else like that right now. Although, a Resident Evil style map would be appreciated. Can't go that way, but we can get into the dark areas now, which I think is probably where our investigation needs to take us. I do like that the game contextually just turns on a light when you... Jesus Christ, that scared me. One. That one's blocked up, though. We gotta wait for it. Got him. Whoop that ass. Yeah, take him down. You stay down. You take a little nap right there. That's all you're fit for, undead monstrosity. We got bindings. Scraps. Okay, that'll work. I'll take it. Scraps and reagents. Hey, that's more ammo, alright? Since I've already got 3 bandages, I'm kind of focusing on just making a lot of ammo for right now. Although I don't know if there's a top cap on the amount of ammo you can have. We got a car key right there. Okay, it means we can get into the trunk. So that helps. One nice little detail is when you walk across blood and gore like that, if she left red footsteps for probably 6 or 7 steps after she walked in a different direction. Love that kind of stuff in games. Everything to build up. To me, atmosphere and ambience and like environmental design is all. Like that's the stuff that's important. I think he's going to get back up. Yep, definitely got back up. It's okay, we softened him up a little bit. Alright, so we've got a newspaper on that side. Not that interested in reading the newspaper right now. No loot inside of there, and there's a knot? What did that do? Something fell upstairs. 1 bullet. Gee, thanks. Appreciate you. Then again, if things go poorly, I'm not getting eaten by zombies, so like 1 bullet might be all we need. What do we got going on over here? A metal cage. So you found all the key cards. Joke's on you. We destroyed the lock. There's nothing inside the vault. It's empty. Just leave or face the consequences. From Dust Tech's Special Security Unit. You've been warned. 1 more to go. Okay, so we got the yellow key card. And I'm going to take a rough guess that the final one is going to be inside the back of the car. That's going to be my estimate. So let's go have a look. I found my way back to the car. Open it with the car key, and we got the purple key card. Last one. Now I can breach in. Yup. Let me... nope, not doing that. Running this way. Absolutely not. I think I already got the loot, so as long as they can't follow me through a door, I think we're okay. Oh, they're chasing me everywhere. Yeah. Oh, they can come through doors. Okay, yep, barricade that back up. Dude, it's so nice to have a smart main character that does things. So we could have just come through that door and the game could have kept us running. But instead, our character was smart enough to remember that that door was blocked off and she reblocked it. You never see logic like this in video games where characters do smart things. Damn dusters, where'd they come from? I don't know, all over the place, I would guess. Alright, so purple does not go into... We don't know if blue goes in D. Let's try blue in D. Nope, blue does not go in D. Okay, so then from process of elimination, it means it either goes in B or C. We're just brute forcing at this point, aren't we? Do I have to do it in a certain order from like left to right? Hard to say. But purple and blue definitely don't go in B, and that only leaves us with yellow, so like... Alright, so yellow goes in B. And then from there, we just got to determine, they don't know if blue goes in there, so we'll try the other one. Violet? Hey, violet worked. Very nice. And then blue goes in last, doors open, and we've got the puzzle solved. Yeah, not liking this. Not liking this one tiny bit. Maybe some more ammo. Let's see. Requested by Theodore Matthews, Research Division Lead. Portable agronomic delivery system engineered for nutrient injection, utilizing a proprietary dispersal pattern to maximize uptake efficiency. To be used in controlled laboratory trials involving specimen BX9 for testing biomass yield amplification. There's the package. This is the thing. Now I can go back. Anything else inside of here? It's not gonna be that simple, is it? We're about to get flooded when we run back out of here. Mom, help! Oh, Christ. Get down. Knock him down. Get him with the bat. Ava, I told you to stay put. I know, but the cat what? It was sitting there. Ugh. I'm not gonna blow any more ammo. Let's just run. Waddle with that cat as fast as you possibly can. Leave the cat. Got him. Mom, we can't leave him here. So many dusters. How? Mom, please. What were you even thinking? You could have died. Well, I didn't. Yeah, because I wasted like 1,000 bullets. Rashid, do you read me? Copy, copy. You got the thing? Yeah, but man, lots of dusters, and they were tougher. That's really weird. Rashid, listen, you need defenses. We're fine here. Your place might be overrun, and then the deal is off. Catherine, just ride here. Is it safe? 0 threats, and it will stay that way. Just come. Fine, over and out. Mom, the cat, for Christ's sake, we don't need it. We're leaving it. It's non-negotiable. I don't know, me personally, I probably just bring the cat with me. I used to have an orange cat, and he was like a fluffy pillow that breathed. He had like no autonomy. You could do whatever you wanted to him. Lay on top of him, place him wherever you want. He would just stay there for the rest of the day. I don't know if he was like a little special. I don't know what was wrong with him, all right? But he mostly just kind of tootled around the house and then just did whatever you wanted. The strangest cat I ever owned in that regard. Normally, cats aren't big on following orders. The least we can do is feed him. I'm hungry, too. You see, Mr. Puss, we only have enough old canned food left. Meow? My God, Ava, it's just a cat. You haven't eaten those bright berries, have you? Animals are smart enough not to. Well, if it did, he'd become a scary duster cat? Probably just die. Little kids do. Women do. This is a tough world, Mr. Puss. Look for some food on the shelves. Back there. Oh, I'm playing as the kid now. Mom? Is there any canned tuna left? No, only beef and pork. You don't mind meat, do you? Meow. To everyone around Clifftown, a boy is missing. Name's Jim. Contact Vera on this frequency. Won't you answer that? Can't help everybody. Yeah, right. Mom, do you happen to have a knife? Yep, over here. Look for a box, please. Which box? A sturdy one for our device. Why? Just why did you take it? So you won't get rid of Mr. Puss while I'm gone. Do you really think I'm that evil? So we keep him? Again, no. Maybe your friend'll... No, he won't. Mom. Listen. Please. Where's Rashid? Hello? Rashid? What's going on? No idea. Keep your head down. Yeah, this is probably not great. Oh, there was like a world map right there. Okay, I liked it. I think the demo is good. Movement feels a little bit slow and a little tiny bit clunky. I'm conflicted about calling it out because that's sort of a hallmark of Resident Evil games is that they're always kind of slow and kind of clunky with the tank controls. So it may be a conscious design decision, but either way, I think you can make movement like 5-10% faster for the walk and the run. Then from there, 1 or 2 extra animation frames for like kick turns and stuff like that. And I think it'd be a good shape. This is actually looking pretty sick as a Resident Evil fan. I played just about everything Resident Evil influenced that I possibly can, and this definitely has me interested. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, it was Road of Dust and Sorrow. Tomorrow to be something else. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's all I got for you, folks. Bye.